Hey team. So today was interesting day. Some cross currents. Let's take a look at the indexes. Dow kind of just hanging out on the 50 day. Well, only 30 stocks in here, so nothing to be too concerned about. We'll keep an eye on it. SPY bouncing off the 8 EMA. A little bit of a volume pickup, but you can see if you take a closer look here, there's some wick at the bottom, so buyers did come in. That's constructive. We have the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq finding some support at the 8 day. We'll keep an eye on it. The IWM fell on a bit of a pickup in volume today. We'll see if that 21 acts as a support, and if not, hopefully the 50 day will. Then we have the New York Stock Exchange market indicators. We have the 10-day moving average for new highs. Still, it's moving up, so it's good. It's constructive. We like to see that. We start to see this fold up and this fold down, we'll be a little more cautious. Here's the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is still moving up, which is great. We like to see that. And once again, so now that although the daily market indicators look to be improving, it's important to remember that the final arbiter for decision making is the price and volume action of the individual stocks. That's what we lean on, and it really keeps us on the right side of the markets. So, first stock on tomorrow's watch list is Nvidia. It's bouncing off the 8 EMA right here on a bit of a pickup in volume. Um, Potential buy would be the highs at 226.10. And then keep in mind that since this is a short pullback setup, short shelf, that this would be a momentum play, so I would more than likely just make this a day trade. It's a little bit more high risk. I certainly would not be buying this extended. And if you do, just know there's a lot more risk to it, so just be careful. Then we have Snap. I like this base right here. One thing I don't like is the C accumulation. Wish it was a little higher. The numbers are great. The composite rating is 93. I like that. I like the group rating of 8 plus. The relative strength is 95. Um, let's take a look at it. Let's take it down to the hourly. See this downward sloping line right here? Let's take it across the bars at, we could do down here. We'll do 76.90. With volume in a good market, you could look to make a new buy. And also, I'm going to pause there for just a second. And I want to say, given today's price and volume action and like the market, that we need to stay disciplined and cautious when entering any positions. There was some underperformance in a lot of different sectors today, and we heed that. We don't argue with the price action, we just get in line with it. It's important, just keep things simple. Facebook is bouncing off the 8 EMA in a downward sloping trend line. Let's take a look at the hourly. We take out the top set. We'll do 383. Take out the tops, and this is actually on the daily. If you look at it, it's a nice cup and handle, cup and high handle. So that can be a new buy. We want to see volume tomorrow and make sure the market's looking good. Today was not a day to be buying, that's for sure. So you can kind of use that tomorrow. If today wasn't a good day to buy and tomorrow mimics that, then you probably shouldn't be buying tomorrow. So Microsoft is bouncing off the rising 21 EMA. Let's take a look at the 60 minute. No, not much here. Go down to the 30 minute. See that volume that came at the end of the day? I like that. So the safe entry, let's go back to the daily. Safe entry would be we take out today's high at, we'll do 301. And that can be a new buy. Datadog. Datadog's picking up today. That's great. Great strength relative to the market's action today. I love this dog. You remember like that the run from last year was insane. If we go back to the weekly. Yeah, it's just a monster move. This stock was really good to me. So that the volume pickup today is something certainly to note. Um, Good numbers here too, by the way. There was a bit of a hiccup here last quarter, and you can see it kind of stalled because of that. Rising earnings estimates. Composite ratings 93. Group rank is A. Accumulation distribution is B plus. Let's take a look at it on the 30-minute real quick. Not really anything here. So with that being said, it needs to take out today's highs. We'll do 140, 120, and constraints would be in a good market. And also something to note is on the weekly, 5.6 days of short interest. So this thing can really squeeze if it breaks tomorrow. So I like this one a lot. Then we have CBRE. It's a real estate development company. Great numbers. If you take a look here, kind of has like a little cup and handle, like a slanted cup and handle here. It's forming that handle. So we take out the top of this bar right here. It'd be about 98.70. And we can make that a new buy. And you see the numbers are awesome. It has a 97 comp rating. You can't really beat that. And also, I think this one has good short interest too. Yeah, it says almost 5 days of short interest, so another one that could squeeze. And the RS is right next to new highs. Yeah, she could really rip. Amazon looks pretty good again. I mean, I tried to play it today. Unfortunately, I got stopped out. It looked great at the time, but it reversed down, and it is what it is. You could say that it ended up closing up, which, yeah, it did, but you could have said that back here too when it started to reverse, and if you held on, you would be down 400 points in just 2 weeks. So we're not going to do that. We can't let that happen. So let's take a look at the 60-minute here for possible entry. See that little reversal bar right here? The volume on that was a bit of a pickup. So we definitely want to take that out. So you could say the safest entry for this thing is going to be take out today's highs at 35, 45, 70. There we go. And that could be a new buy. Here we have QLD. So QLD basically mimics the Qs. So QQQ, the tech stocks. It's a 2 times leverage for the Qs. So generally it's going to move 2 times the percentage amount of whatever the Qs do. Just in case anyone was unaware of that. And it's looking good. Today it had a nice little bounce off the 8 EMA with an increase of volume. So we break today's highs. We're at 83. Actually, let's look at the hourly. Is there anything else here? Yeah, we do. So we break today's highs, 83.40. You can look for a new buy. And this is also good. This is an options play too. Should be at least. There should be good open interest. Since this is an ETF, I don't really look at this stuff. It doesn't really matter. Nor does this. You just understand that you're playing an index, which is generally pretty safer. Or is generally safer. And then we have Tesla. So I'm gonna try this one again. Let's take a look at the 60-minute. So it tried to run today, but you see this big reversal candle? I mean, there's definitely some strength here, but let's take it down to the 30-minute. Let's go back to the daily. Not much to see there. Okay, so we need to take out today's highs at 764.50, and that could be a new buy or a day trade, whatever you prefer. I mean, whenever I say basically any stock I post here, it could be a day trade if you want it to be. But I don't day trade. I'm just putting that out there for your guys' use if you want to. But Tesla, once this stock gains some steam, it could really move.